when using watercolor, there are a lot of different techniques and methods you can use to achieve different textures and looks of your overall painting. The three most prominent ones are going to be, or most basic ones, I guess, in a way, are going to be wet on dry, wet on wet, and dry on dry. So what this means is whether or not you have a wet brush, if you wet the paper before painting on it, or if neither one are have any kind of water on them. So people use these different methods to, like I said, achieve different textures and whatnot, and so the best way to show you and just kind of help you figure out what you prefer or want to use depending on the piece, I'm just going to show you what each one looks like. So the first one we're going to try is wet on dry. So that means I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm going to have wet paint, and I'm going to have dry paper. And what this looks like is you get the very soft sort of look. I'm going to have to redo this commentary. So what this does is you get a very soft look that you can easily add different layers and different, yeah. This one also makes it a bit easier to layer, so if you want to do something like this. And then after that dries, you can paint on top of it easily. This one is the most commonly used one. It's the one I use. It's there's a lot that you can do with it for sure. If you want to add a very light wash at the beginning, which is where the paint is very diluted, you can use. Yeah, I'm gonna have to record this commentary on top. Another thing you can do is while the paint is still wet, you can go back and add more to it. Okay. If you take a clean brush while the paint has not quite dried, you can soften some of these edges over here. And get different kinds of looks. This also helps with blending, and if you want to use multiple colors, let's say I'm going to use green and blue, and I want them to kind of blend together. Another reason this one is used pretty often is because it does not warp the paper, or there's a lower chance of it warping the paper rather than using wet paper with a wet brush. So I'm not really painting anything specific, I'm just kind of showing you the different looks you can go for. Okay, next is the wet on wet. We're gonna pause the recording for a second.